There's this feeling of emptiness that most people experience, but almost nobody talks about it. And it's not necessarily a sadness or an anger. It's just feeling completely empty. And if you've ever felt that before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That strange feeling where nothing really excites you anymore. The things that used to make you happy just don't feel the same anymore. You wake up and you go through your day, you talk to people, you smile, but on the inside, it feels like there's just nothing. Feeling empty can feel really confusing, because from the outside, you might think that your life looks completely normal or fine. Like you might still go to school or hang out with people, still laugh at jokes, but inside it feels like you're just going through the motions. Like you're living on autopilot, in a way. You're not necessarily crying every day, but you're just numb. And sometimes that numbness can feel worse than sadness. Because at least sadness means that you are feeling something. And there could be so many different reasons that people start to feel empty. Sometimes it could come after heartbreak or losing someone that you loved. Sometimes it comes from being overwhelmed for just such a long time that your mind kind of shuts down emotionally. And other times people don't even know why they feel that way at all. That's the hardest part. Because when you don't know why you feel empty, it can make you feel almost even more lost. And that's why people hide it. Not because they want to necessarily, but because it's hard to explain that feeling to somebody, especially if they haven't experienced it before. Like, how do you tell someone that you don't feel sad, but you just don't feel anything at all? It sounds weird, right? Most people wouldn't understand that. So instead, people keep it to themselves. And they just keep smiling and acting like everything's okay. And that's when nobody else really realizes what's going on, because you keep putting on this facade. But sometimes it's important to remember that if you are someone who feels this way, feeling empty doesn't mean you shouldn't reach out. It doesn't mean that you're broken or weak in any way. And it definitely doesn't mean that things will always feel this way for the rest of your life. Sometimes our minds shut down emotionally because we've been dealing with things for so long. We've been dealing with too much for too long. And it's kind of a way of protecting ourselves. But again, that doesn't mean the feeling will last forever. But the biggest thing I want you to understand is this: you are not alone. You aren't the only person on this earth that feels this way. There are so many people out there walking around with the exact same feeling. They obviously just don't talk about it because it's uncomfortable and it's weird to bring up. And sometimes knowing that you're not the only person, or you're not alone in this, can make a huge difference. Because there are people out there who understand, who feel what you feel. So if you're someone who's been feeling empty lately, or at some point in your life, take this one day at a time. And please be patient with yourself. Remember that even if it doesn't feel like it right now at this current moment, things can and will get better. You are not alone in this. I cannot stress that enough. And you are stronger than you think. Now, before I let you guys go, I wanted to say one more thing. If you're watching this, you've been feeling empty, lost, or that nothing really matters anymore, I am so happy that you are still here. Because choosing to keep going, even when life gets heavy, takes so much more strength than most people will realize. A lot of people are fighting silent battles every single day. You might not see it when you walk past them. You might not hear about it in casual conversation, but it's very real. And it's more common than you think. If this video reached you at the right moment, maybe it's just a reminder that you're not the only one feeling this way. So again, please take care of yourself and be patient with yourself, and remember that even the darkest seasons in your life don't last forever. Better days might feel far away right now, but they are still possible. And sometimes all you have to do is keep going long enough to reach them. Thank you all for watching. As always, stay rolly.